I know that if you put your trust in God, He will support you in your trials and afflictions. This is what Alma wanted to teach his son Helaman in Alma 36. Alma 36 is a beautiful literary symmetry, meaning something is taught in one order and then taught in the reverse order. So A, B, C, C, B, A. The most famous chiasmus that I can think of is President JFK said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." He first starts talking about that if you keep the commandments of God, you will prosper in the land. He talks about in verse 2 that their fathers were in captivity and none could save them except for God. And there's a few different examples in the Book of Mormon where they were in bondage, they were enslaved, and the only way that they could get out of their position was with God's help. But in Alma 36, he says, "And now, O my son Helaman, behold, thou art in thy youth, and therefore I beseech of thee that thou wilt hear my words and learn of me. For I do know whosoever shall put their trust in God shall be supported in their trials and in their troubles and in their afflictions, and shall be lifted up at the last day." This came at a timely moment for me because I was feeling kind of depressed and extra heavy today. I put myself in the scripture and thought, "And now, O my daughter, behold, thou art in thy youth, and therefore I beseech of thee that thou wilt hear my words and learn of me." Alma is a tender parent just trying to teach his son to have faith in the process, and it's very beautiful. And he's telling his son of his conversion story and how he was racked with eternal torment, and at the same time he saw God and numberless concourses of angels, and he saw the hope. I want to read verse 21. "Yea, I say unto you, my son, that there could be nothing so exquisite and so bitter as were my pains. Yea, and again I say unto you, my son, that on the other hand, there can be nothing so exquisite and sweet as my joy." Almost teaching his son about his conversion, about his torment, and about coming out on the other side and getting to see God in all of his glory. And then once he was fully converted to the Lord, he had the desire to convert others, and the people he converted also got to experience that pain and the joy of their conversion. And I feel like I'm kind of going through my own metamorphosis right now. I've experienced a true conversion in God, and that comes with its own pains and its own joys. Life is just full of ups and downs, but when I think about teaching my own daughter one day about my conversion story and my battles, I think of reading her this verse about how deeply exquisite the pains were, but also exquisite was my joy. When I think of exquisite joy, I think of her, and I'm excited to be able to tell her the pains that I've endured and how I came out on top and on the other side.